So this YouTube is about the Fire TV stick. Up until now I've known this as the Amazon Firestick. This is a streaming media player, and the particular subject of this YouTube is how to put Kodi on it, because Kodi is an aftermarket app that is not part of the Amazon Play Store. So I don't do unboxing videos, but this packaging is worthy of a mention. For a small box, the way everything is packed in perfectly has taken a lot of thought and design, and I'm really quite impressed with that. So this is what came out of the box. It's a remote and batteries, a USB adapter, so that's for the power, and a USB cable, so that's to connect the USB adapter to the Amazon Fire Stick. And the Amazon Fire Stick also comes with an adapter cable. The reason for that is that maybe your Amazon Fire Stick HDMI connector is in an inaccessible place on the television, designed just for a cable and not a bulky object, and there perhaps isn't room in the recess, as is typical of a lot of televisions nowadays. So they provide this adapter cable, and you plug the HDMI of the adapter cable into the television, bend the cable around a little bit, and then plug the Fire Stick into that cable. So it's like an extension lead, really. Anyway, without further ado, let's find out how to put Kodi on this thing. Right, so we just plugged the Fire Stick in, and it's going to run through its startup routine, and it will ask for the remote control. Okay, so you just tap the home button on the remote, follow the prompts, it's all quite straightforward. And you're going to obviously connect it to the Wi-Fi. Going to skippity skip this bit. The good thing about these remote controls, in most televisions there's a type of technology whose name I'm going to add shortly, that it enables the volume to go up and down via the remote, rather than say on the traditional Android boxes where you have to preset the volume on the television and then go up and down on the volume inside Android to shift the volume if you wanted to use just the one control. So this standard control that comes with this particular Amazon Fire is capable of controlling the television's volume, as long as that feature is built into your television, which on most modern televisions it is. Okay, so this video is not about how to set up with your Amazon account, etc. It's about Kodi, so we're going to cut to that. A useful app to have is this downloader app. This will link to non-Google Play Store kind of apps, which you will come across, so that's a useful one to download. So there's a number of kind of prerequisites to putting Kodi on. One is that you have the downloader app that we just looked at, and the other is that you open up the Android on this the Fire Stick to allow installation from unknown sources. So what that means is that you can go to somewhere other than the Amazon App Store to get Kodi. So in order to do that, we navigate along to Settings, and then along to our actual device, which is in this case my Fire TV. That's a bit off screen there for some reason. There we go, myfire.tv. And in here we go to developer options, okay, and then apps from unknown sources. So we click that and we turn that on. and that gives you the standard kind of message. And that's it. So that will now allow us via the downloader app to download installation files from outside of the Amazon Play Store. So we've got Kodi.tv/download as the URL. We click the go button. Okay, and we're scrolling down and we're looking for Android. And the 32-bit version, which is ARM v7a 32-bit in this particular screen. This downloads the APK. So we're going to select install at the bottom of the screen there. And when that's complete, we'll have the Kodi icon on the main screen. Obviously we select done here because it's downloaded. So on our home screen now, that was accessed by pressing the home button on the remote. If we look across here, we have the Kodi icon, and that's Kodi opening now. All we have to do now is configure it with a few add-ons. In this section we'll be removing the unnecessary menu items down the left hand side. So we're going to go to the gear wheel, interface, and then we're going to configure skin. Here you have main menu items, and we want to remove everything apart from add-ons and videos. And optionally you could leave weather in there if you want to configure the local weather. So there you can see I've just left add-ons, videos and weather. Then we back up out of there. So now you can see just those three options, and it's much easier to manage from here on. In the next section we'll actually add an add-on by clicking this add-on icon here and this box up here. So in this section we're going to add the Supremacy add-on, and it's just to demonstrate the process. Afterwards you can go away, check on Google and get the most current add-ons, and they all install in pretty much the same sequence. So you need first of all to go to the gear wheel at the top and go to the file manager, and in file manager we need to add a source, and what the source is just a web address where Kodi will go away and look to get the files. Okay, so on the section that says none, you just enter that, and we're going to put in the following web address. Okay, so that's quite apparent. I'm not going to read that out. And we give it a name. We're going to call it Supremacy. This is generally what you would do. You typically call the name of the source the same as what it is. That way you can find it in the next stage. Okay, and that's all gone okay. If you've entered it incorrectly, it will say can't find source, or even if the source has expired, it will say that. But if you get back to this window, you know it's good. You can just back up a few, back to this menu, and now we're going to do the next step, which is to get the actual the zip file. So for that we need to go to add-ons and then up to this box. So it's like a packager, software packager, I guess that's supposed to symbolise. And now we're going to install from zip file, and hopefully if we go to supremacy it will display a zip file for us. Yes, there it is. So again, you highlight that and click OK. And we just wait a short moment. Already it's installed at the top of the screen there. So this process is like one stage will allow you to do the next stage. So if you fail at any stage, you're not going to complete. So the next stage is to actually install from that repository. And we find supremacy, video add-ons, and supremacy. And guess what? We click on the install icon. Go across to OK. And it will show us the percentage of download and the installation over on the right hand side there. Okay, so that looks like that's good. So we can back up or escape out of there. And now you can see that at the start screen we would normally get where it says add-ons, you now see supremacy. And if we select that, things should start to happen.
Hi guys.
Indeed it does.
This one's for you.
So that's the full process there, including playing. I hope you enjoyed the YouTube and it's been of some benefit to you. Remember to like and subscribe and all that old guff below, and if you consider supporting the channel, then possibly click on one of the links to either purchase the products or purchase something else through Amazon. That would be fantastic. Thanks.